On a winter morning in 1979, the Ashford estate stood perfectly still, its frost-covered windows glinting like teeth. Inside, the fireplace still burned. Breakfast had been laid out. But the entire family, 5 members, were gone. No signs of struggle, no sign of escape. Just a single smear of blood on the attic door. And a sealed envelope addressed, "To whomever finds this," perched above the sleepy town of Marrow Creek, Massachusetts. The Ashford estate was more fortress than home: steep gables, iron gates, and towering chimneys that always seemed to smoke. Originally built in 1892, it had belonged to generations of Ashfords, an old money family with a long lineage of judges, industrialists, and recluses. By the 1970s, the house was occupied by the last of the bloodline, Elliot Ashford, father, historian, reclusive Margaret Ashford, mother, pianist Vivian Ashford 17, top of her class James Ashford to 13, avid reader Iris Ashford to 8. Rarely spoke. Locals rarely saw them, save for town errands or church appearances. But rumors grew: strange music heard at night, flickering lights in the attic, and old family servants who quit suddenly and refused to speak about their reasons. News clipping, 1973. Ashford patriarch resigns from historical board, cites irreconcilable differences over ethics. Then came December 4, 1979. A milkman discovered the front gate wide open. No one answered the bell. Authorities entered to find the house fully intact but eerily lifeless. Scene description: breakfast set for 5, eggs, toast, orange juice. Piano still playing a single key, pressed down by a paperweight. Doors locked. From inside, windows latched. A faint smear of blood on the attic doorknob. They searched every inch. The attic was empty, except for a sealed envelope. To whomever finds this, we could not outrun it. We could not reason with it. And now we do not belong to ourselves. Signed, Vivian Ashford. The note was dated December 3rd, meaning whatever happened occurred just hours before their discovery. The family's car remained in the garage. No footprints in the snow. No sign of entry or exit. That day, the Ashford case entered local legend. Town historian Walter Hensley began digging. The Ashfords weren't just eccentric. They were guardians of something ancient. Journal entry. Walter Hensley, 1980. The Ashfords were record keepers of the colonial archives. But not just history: rituals, codes, land seals, Puritan relics. I found a ledger from 1734 with the Ashford name, referencing something called the Hollowing Rite. In the Marrow Creek Library, he found blueprints for the estate and an unregistered sublevel beneath the attic, marked Coven Room. Interview: former maid, Clara Withers. They never let anyone clean the attic. Margaret once told me the room keeps itself clean, and that I should pray I never hear. The second piano. Police had missed something. A crawlspace behind the attic bookshelf revealed a spiral stone stairwell, leading downward into complete darkness. There, investigators found wax-sealed jars labeled in Latin. Ritual tools and a star-shaped altar. Children's drawings, some of which featured the family with crossed-out eyes. A music box that played a warped piano lullaby. Forensics were inconclusive. No fingerprints. No evidence of recent use. Over the next year, 2 amateur investigators who trespassed into the Ashford estate both vanished. One left behind a single cassette tape. Found tape: Ashford Descent. Night 2, 1982. Heard something breathing behind the bricks. The drawings move when you're not looking. I saw a figure in the corner mirror, but I was alone. The tape ends with a strange harmonic tone still unidentified. News headline, 1981. Ashford disappearance declared unsolved. Nothing left but shadows. The estate was declared condemned. A steel gate welded shut. But whispers continued, of music heard at night and of black candles appearing on the porch. In 2022, True crime journalist Mara Ellison launched a podcast titled Widow's Ridge. Her second season focused on the Ashford Family. Episode 1. The House That Swallowed a Family. Episode 4. The Hollowing Rite. By episode 6, she received an anonymous message. I don't know how we got out, but I know we never really left. Mara tracked the IP to a remote cabin in Maine. A woman in her late 40s answered, sunken eyes, trembling hands. She spoke only one word, Ashford, then slid forward a shoebox, inside, a VHS tape labeled, the 3rd of December 79, a child's sketchbook, a ring engraved with the Ashford crest, a cracked metronome stuck on 333 tape transcript, excerpt, VHS playback. Vivian, this is the 3rd night. Father says the thing in the walls is older than the house. He says we invited it. But Iris and I just wanted to play the music backwards. Camera pans to the attic door, slightly ajar. A voice whispers from the tape, stop watching. Then, static, sketchbook entry, crayon, signed Iris. Picture of 5 figures standing in a red circle. Above them, a shadowy shape with branches for arms and hollow eyes. Beneath it, he wants names. Mara submitted the evidence. FBI reopened the case. A forensic match confirmed the ring belonged to Elliot Ashford. Then came the most chilling. Discovery voice match analysis from the VHS audio, aligned with modern phone recordings of a woman. In the woods emergency call made in 2020 from Black Hollow Forest, a girl had whispered, it's not dead. It's just waiting. That caller was never identified until now. Epilogue: The Sinister Tale CONTI and use the Ashford estate remains unsold. Local kids dare each other to sneak in, but most come back shaken. 1. Julian West, left behind a Polaroid with the attic. Door ajar and a figure barely visible in the shadows. What if it was never about the family? What if it was about the house remembering who we are? The Ashfords didn't vanish. They were devoured. To this day, the attic piano still plays. At dusk, but no one's there to press the keys.